just introduce the team. I'm Carly.
Najiba.
Dimitri.
And Jason.
And let us give you a scenario. Okay, whether they're tugging at your heartstrings or just the end of the fiscal year, you decide you want to make a contribution. You choose the charity, Children's Wish Foundation, and you donate $100. You feel good about your contribution to the world, and you move on. Little do you know that only $10 of that $100 actually goes to helping the children. This isn't even the worst statistic we found. So, in order to combat that, we've created Comparity. Which is a charity comparison website. The two main goals of this site are to create an accessible website for the average consumer and ensure charities are presented with relevant statistics to ensure accountability. To achieve charity accessibility phenomena, our website has compiled a list of charities and sorted them into categories. Fully searchable, Comparity makes it easy to find the perfect charity for you. Interested in helping polar bears? Concerned about vaccination rates in Rwanda? Want to help out with that flooding disaster in Southeast Asia? Not only will Comparity find you all the charities that fit the bill, we will also make sure that they spend your money in the most efficient way so you can make the best decision for your charitable donation. Today we comparison shop for everything, from cars to pens. Why not for donations so we can make an informed one? I'm going to pass it off to our design technician.
So we developed this site around two important concepts of accessibility of information and accountability. So when you see the main site there, you can search for a particular cause. Like Carly seems to love polar bears, so if you type polar bears, you will get a list of charities that are involved with polar bears. From this information, you can easily compare charities by revenues and percent per dollar towards programs and causes, because that's a very important factor in charity accountability. You can also search for a specific charity. If you type in a charity name, you will be able to pull up a profile on that specific charity. It gives you more detailed information there. And some other things that we would have liked to have implemented if we had a lot more manpower and time is selecting charities and then comparing them side by side. And also we would have liked to put in a trending section that'll give you information on the homepage about trending topics like floods or any other sort of natural disasters, things that need emergency relief around the world. And I'll give it on to Jason. Dimitri. He's going to talk a bit more about the back end stuff.
So for the most part, the website is built based on information we can obtain from Canada Revenue Agency about charities. And for big accounting firms such as KPMG. That one. Basically, what we do is that in the end of the day, when we get information from them in whatever format they provide to us, we parse it, we put it in a database, and we present it to you in a readable form. When we're trying to figure out the cost for the website, how much what the numbers are behind it, we ballparked it. It's going to cost about $6,000 or so to build the website and $3,000 to develop a mobile app along it. In the long run, though, it can be easily automated, and the cost for maintenance is pretty much $100 per year or so. And he will talk about the business plans.
Okay, I'm gonna talk about where do we get money and how we're gonna market our company and how we sustain our business. So we're gonna ask for the initial funding of $10,000, which $9,000 goes to the development and $1,000 for the initial marketing. And the federal government will probably promote our company since we are promoting their open data and transparency of the CPR. And that's a win-win situation for both of us. We are also going to partner up with the Mars Discovery District and the Center of Social Innovation, which consists of a large number of social entrepreneurs and also nonprofits. We can collaborate together to make people's life easier. And also we will approach the venture app and a kinetic cafe for consulting services and opportunity of pitching our ideas to the investors. For marketing, we have two very creative ideas. First is recommendation, which means if you go on our website, you can see how many of your Facebook friends is also looking at donating money. And you can also recommend your Facebook friend or Twitter friend or Instagram friend to donate money to your favorite charity. The second one is trending topics. As Najiba mentioned before, we have a trending news column beside the search bar, and which will add on to that, we'll have several visual assistants to promote our business on the social media like Twitter or Instagram. So whenever you see a new hashtag like snowstorm, you can click the hashtag and find our website. And by clicking into our website, you will find charity to donate. And so is our business sustainable, and where do we get our revenue? Every time people use our website to find their favorite charity, there will be a direct link to the charity which you can donate your money. And under that link, there will be a box for contribution. Because since we save the money and time and energy for you to do the research, we'd like to politely ask you to make some donations if possible. Like, it doesn't matter about like how much you contribute to our websites, and it's not even mandatory. It's just for the basic cost to keep the sites going. And most of our revenue will pay the regular maintenance and visual assistance. The rest will be used to develop the future features and donate to worthy charities.
Sorry, I was just gonna wrap up a bit with what the future projection for what we would like to do. Overall, the success of this model means that we have a more aware public who knows how to make a more efficient and effective contribution. Generally, we have a tendency to assume that these charities are run as frugally as we want them to be, but often CEOs take large paychecks, administration sectors are a lot bigger than they need to be, and marketing siphons off a lot of what should be going to the programs. So again, we want to make sure that the consumer is aware of what's going on. We want to make it so that the customer can find what's best for them. For the future, we were looking at expanding the site, so having other sectors, so you could donate goods, volunteer your time, and even blood, because it just seemed like a category that didn't fit into anything else. Obviously, this is down the line. Should we at some point assume the middleman role? We had a fun idea where you could have sort of a walkathon for Comparity, and just send a link to your friends and family, and then they can choose what charity they want to donate to in your name. And that would be a good way to make sure that each consumer or each donor gets the most for their contribution. So overall, though, the site presents the consumer with a rare opportunity to ensure that their donation is relevant to them and efficient in its application, holding charities accountable and making it a fun and engaging process. Thank you very much. Questions?
Good.
Awesome.